Let me ask you something and be honest. What do you think people say about you when you're not in the room? This is your reputation. Whether you realize it or not, it's shaping your life, determining your opportunities, relationships, and success every single day. Now picture this. You're at work and there's a buzz about a new hire. Everyone heard he's a rock star, a proven performer who always delivers. Before he's even stepped into the office, people are already treating him like a big deal. They want to impress him, win his favor, or just be in his good graces. Why? Because his reputation precedes him. Now let's flip this scenario. Imagine that the whispers aren't about his talent, but instead they're about his unreliability, his incompetence, or worse yet, his shady dealings in the past. Now it doesn't matter what this guy does from that point forward, the damage is done. His reputation is a ball and chain dragging him down. This is the power of reputation. It can be your invisible armor or your most glaring weakness. This is the focus of Law 5 of the 48 Laws of Power. So much depends on reputation, guard it with your life. Your reputation isn't just what people think of you. It's the lens through which they interpret everything that you do. A strong reputation builds trust, attracts allies, and even keeps enemies at bay. It's like a big sign that advertises who you are. It gives people an idea of what to expect from you, good or bad. But there's one big problem. Your reputation is fragile. One crack, one moment of carelessness, or an attack that you didn't see coming, and the whole thing can fall apart. Think of Tiger Woods. He was a professional golfer who at one time was the highest paid athlete in the world. For years, his reputation wasn't as a golfer, he was the golfer. He was a symbol of discipline, focus, and perfection. He attracted attention to a sport when previously it was thought of as an old man's game. But when his personal scandals surfaced, it was like a domino effect. Sponsorships evaporated, his image was shattered, and the respect he had built over decades crumbled in just weeks. Now there's an important lesson here. A strong reputation takes years to build, but it can be destroyed in just moments. Now, a solid reputation stands on 3 pillars. First, consistency. This is the bedrock of trust. Imagine someone who's brilliant but unpredictable. One day they deliver world-class results. The next day they're nowhere to be found. Would you trust them on an important task? Probably not. Consistency is the cornerstone of a strong reputation because people respect and rely on predictability. When others know they can count on you day in and day out, they'll view you as reliable, trustworthy, and indispensable. 2 is perception. This is the way that people filter reality. It's not just what you do, it's how people see what you do. Perception often carries more weight than reality itself. For example, imagine a manager delivers tough feedback to an employee. Their intent is to help the employee grow. But if the message comes across as harsh or dismissive, that employee may perceive the manager as unfair, arrogant, or even out to get them. Perception shapes reality. If people misinterpret your actions, then even the best intentions can backfire. This is why you must be proactive in managing how other people perceive you. The third is defense. Be mindful to protect yourself from those who threaten your reputation. Even a great reputation is under constant attack. Gossip, envy, and criticism are like termites. They might seem small, but if left unchecked, they can destroy the foundation you've built. And consider this. The more successful that you become, the more likely you are to attract naysayers and haters. People may twist your words, highlight your mistakes, or even fabricate stories to tarnish your image. Now, defense doesn't mean obsessing over every little comment or criticism, but it's about being proactive and strategic. Your reputation is too valuable to be left unguarded. Now let's talk strategy. How can you make sure your reputation works for you, not against you? Here is a 3-step plan. First, build it wisely. Reputation is an asset, but it's also a mirror. Build it around your strengths, those traits which are authentic to you and valuable to others. Ask yourself, what do I want to be known for? If it's reliability, be the person who never misses a deadline, no matter how small. If it's expertise, start sharing your knowledge. Write, teach, or mentor. Actions speak louder than words, but purposeful actions shout. Second, maintain it actively. Reputation is not a set it and forget it sort of deal. You need to nurture it every single day. So you need to regularly check in how other people perceive you. If there are misunderstandings, address them quickly before they snowball. You also need to deliver consistent value, no matter whether it's in work, social circles, or relationships. Think of your reputation like a garden. You need to water it, you need to weed it, you need to protect it from storms. Third, defend it relentlessly. Your reputation is a magnet for envy, gossip, and attacks. When someone tries to tarnish it, respond strategically, not emotionally. For example, if someone spreads a rumor, counter it with undeniable proof and let your track record speak for itself. But make sure to pick your battles. Sometimes silence can be powerful, especially if the attack lacks credibility. In such cases, remaining silent indicates that you yourself see it as unworthy of giving attention. Here's how to put this into action. Foremost, master subtle bragging. Showcase your wins without boasting. Let your results speak for themselves, and let others amplify your achievements. We'll talk about this later when we go over Law 9, so make sure to subscribe so you do not miss it. Next, you need to anticipate attacks. Success attracts criticism. This is an undeniable fact. So you need to prepare for it. You need to plan how to respond when people question your integrity or your ability. Finally, choose your circle very wisely. Your reputation is influenced by association. Surround yourself with people who elevate, not drag down your image. And here's an extra pro tip. If you have tarnished your image somehow, start associating with people who are the opposite of it. For example, if you are a criminal or a drug addict, start hanging out with church people and it will instantly redeem your image. Now, here is one twist. Sometimes a bad reputation is an asset. Think of innovators like Steve Jobs or Elon Musk. At times, their reputations for being demanding, even ruthless, help them control the narrative. Similarly, most of Mike Tyson's opponents lost before they even entered the ring. They fell victim to his reputation as a tireless and vicious opponent who was unbeatable. But notice, all of these figures wielded their controversial images deliberately and strategically, not haphazardly or ignorantly. If you go this route, you better know exactly what you're doing. Final thoughts. So in the game of power, reputation is both your sword and your shield. It can open doors, disarm enemies, and amplify your influence, but it can also be your downfall if you neglect it. Cultivate it intentionally. Guard it like your influence depends on it, because it does. So if you found this insight valuable, please hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments. And also, if you subscribe to my Substack, I will send you my actionable summary of the entire 48 Laws of Power. In case you want even more practical and strategic tips to level up your social skills, mindset, dating life, and more, you can find me on most social media platforms at No BS Philosophy. Now remember, your reputation is your legacy. Start shaping it today. Until next time, stay strong.